Oh yeah. Okay, it looks like we are ready to go. Tonight we are headed out of Las Vegas and we're heading to Salt Lake City. Nice and simple. Get it done. So let's have a look here and see what the story is. We pull up our good old flight. We'll jump inside and we're going to start turning stuff on. Turn off our X camera so we can have a good look here. So throw on our battery and I'm going to add in standby power, emergency lights, turn on these Cap1 utilities, no smoking on, and fasten seatbelts to auto. And we're going to put on our ground power, stick on some fuel and hit our APU just like that. Wait for that to go. We're going to have a look up at our IRS 1212, and we're going to throw on this to see how it goes. So hopefully that'll be sweet. What we will do over here, zoom out of touch. We're going to turn on our window heats, stick on our anti-icing. I'm bound to get that. Going to need that. Going to stick our isolation valve open. Looking good. Anti-collision lights. Strobe to steady. Logos on. Stick them all on. Okay, so we're still waiting for our APU and we're waiting for our IRS to align. Which isn't too long. Now we have all our utilities and stuff out. We've got cones and looking pretty sweet. Everyone's getting on board and doing that type of jazz. And we're going to get in here, click off that and see how we go. Yes, right, okay. IRS is ready to go. Oh, don't screw with the trim. And go into the, pop that open. Now our reference airport is Kilo Lima Alpha Sierra. Now we'll pop that in there, grab that and set the IRS like that, and we're going to head over to our route, which is once again, throw that in there, and our destination is Kilo Sierra Lima Valley. Pop him in there. Jump to the next one. Okay, we haven't done our fuel, but we're going to have a quick, yeah, I'll have a look at my little flight here, my route. Pin this up, I'm going to jump in here, and we're going to do, fuel is 5.5, pretty much there, aren't we? Beautiful. And 17.9. Pretty close, 17.8, we'll do that. Sun is going down, so we need to get moving. Not that it matters, but jump in here. I'll zoom in a bit. I'm going to put 2 in our reserves, and I'm going to do 50 on the cost index there, and 36. Okay, well, if that's what you want, we can do it. What does my flight plan actually say? It actually wants to do 3-3. Which we'll do actually. 3-3-0. I'll pop that in there. Also, we're going to need our wind, which is 218 slash 069er. Do that in there. Execute that. M1 limits. Have a look at our temperature, which is 17 degrees. So we pop down here. Slash 17. Or did I hit my naughty APU? There we go. It's a bit naughty of me. What can you do? We're carried away with all this fun stuff. Take off. And look at it, 5 flaps. Always. center of gravity, throw that in there, and we're going to look at popping in our vertical speeds while we're here. 509, pretty much there, and we're looking at 146. And what do we say? 330. Down a touch, that's great. Okay, let's just pop up to our air pressure here. We don't want to miss this because everything starts to go downhill rather quickly and it fainting. And we don't need that. 330, looking good, and make sure we haven't screwed anything here by leaving on manual or anything like that. Trim air is on, that's good, looking good over there. We need to put on our yaw dampeners. We don't need that on, let's stick it on that. Doesn't really do too much, but nonetheless. Okay, we're going to turn on our taxi lights as well. Get back down to our FMC and see what's happening here. Departures. So what we need to do is have a look at our flight path. In here, 01 right. And we're going to be using Trailer 9. Oh, that's the one. Love that. Good. MLF up, beautiful. We'll use that. Looks good. There we go, over to our route. And we're going to activate that and execute. And now we're going to go to our next page. Next page, trailer. MLF and okay, it's pretty damn simple, this one. So we're just going to head into our rivals and we're going to add in 17, ILS 17, and we're going to be looking for Delta 5. Oh, there it was, Delta 5. Lovely. And what was that transition? MLF. We'll do that. And we'll execute that. Looks good. Let's have a look at our legs. We'll see what this actually looks like. Pop this over to plan like that. And we're going to step through it. Oh. I like to get over the side touch. Get away from that speed brake. That's a very interesting little start to the leg watching. And let's step through it. Interesting. This is all types of messiness, isn't it? Well, at least the approach looks half decent. Okay, we're going to start from the start here and clean this up a bit. So what we're looking at, 330, that's our problem there. What is that? 6,593? I don't think so. That looks a bit better so far. Oh, look at that, it goes to 14,000 and 13,000. That looks a bit suspect, doesn't it? A little bit of that to that. That's looking a bit better. Top of climb, we're looking at 330. And sweet, coming down. There's a vector in there we do not want. If I'm going to vector, I'll do it myself. Hey, Minkte? Is that one? I don't know how to say that. I might call you number 35. How you doing tonight? Welcome aboard. I'm gonna have a bit of fun in the old 900. This looks pretty good. I think we're okay. I think we're going to be okay here. 6,000. Yep. I'm happy. If we had come up to any problems, I'll just take over and vector out myself. So that's good. We're going to turn on our flight directors here. May as well turn on our... Actually, won't turn on that yet. So I think we're good to go. We might call our... There's a lot of action going on out there. What I actually have done is I've put in XLife. Someone was on me last night and they were talking about it. I don't know who it was. Maybe they popped on. They're saying they were getting into XLife, and I've done that. I've got some liveries here which are a little bit odd because that looks like a... Oh yes, we're not in Australia anymore. That was an earlier flight. But there's a lot happening. We've got a 7.3 over here moving. Beautiful. I like it. Bit of action. Bit of life. Bit of X-life. So we're going to call our pushback. Pre-plan. I don't know exactly where we're going just yet, but I will just push us back to over here. What are we taking off on? Row 1. Actually, it's going to plop us here. Sometimes this pushback it's a little bit slow, so then he kind of turns around, does a bit of a spin, spins the plane around, can't get his angles, so I'm just going to give him a bit of room here.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Oh, whose voice is that one? Okay, let's do that. Start the pushback.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Here he comes. Let's get going. We're going to throw in some fuel pumps. Good thing. We are going to also throw on one of the electrics. We could probably put our... I'll wait for our bleeds. No, let's just get into it. Okay, we'll throw some bleeds on. He's gonna... How's he going out there anyway? Getting into it, buddy? I hope you are.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Sounds great. Wait for him. Let's see what's happening out on the old tarmac. Oh, someone's taken off. Comes the southwest. You must be ready to go.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
There we go. We're gonna
Starting pushback.
our transponder. Thank you, dude. Let's do it. Okay. What do we got? Okay, packs off. Looks good. Fuel is on. We're going to flip over to here and we're going to start engine 2. It's coming up. $17, $18, $19, $20. Looking good. Let's just add that in. Gonna wait for our gens to come on. There she is. Going to stabilize shortly. Pretty much. And we're going to add in our extra one there. And just engine 1. Looking good. Okay, we're away from the terminal now. We'll put our strobes on. How are we looking? Well, good enough for me. Up we go. Wait for our other gen. There she is. Thanks for coming. And we're going to put our packs back and do the isolation valve there. Throw in our pitot heats as well. And turn off our APU. Awesome. RTO is on. That's all ready to go. We are taking off in 01, so we are actually heading that way. Looks good to me. Okay, apparently I'm carrying around all these. It's a bit ridiculous for those. And we are good. Okay. Did he say set parking brake? I think he must have.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I'm gonna wait for a little pop-up here that says, hey, disconnect, yeah. Should not be too far away. I think we're all doing pretty good. There it is. Wait for him to get out of here. Just so I don't forget, our engines to continuous. Comes the 757.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Thank you, sir. Okay. We have to wait for the 757 to get out of our way. We have not set our flaps yet, but we'll do that as we go. Everything else is set. We don't have to worry about getting our approach yet, so let's just add some power on here. We got here, we've got a 747 coming right for us. Do I really have to? No, there's a... I will head down that way. Just to be a taxiway I can use. Not the main one, but we can't waste any more time. Gotta get going. Oh, that's nice. 747 coming through. Going a touch fast, but we'll be right. Always takes a bit of time to get to the old runway. Slowly but surely. Okay, we might work on some flaps here. We get to put ourselves down to 5 flaps. Not be wasting too much fuel. It is getting dark. We'll add a little bit of light in here. Sun is going down. It's going to be a nice little flight. About an hour, I think it is. Not too long. Do with a touch more power. Oh, we've got someone coming up. What's he up to? Where are you headed? These guys don't give way either, do they? Just a tad rude, really. Pretty sure I was he's going to give way. I thought they didn't give way. Not really enough to for me to stick to the center line. Okay, and turn off our taxi lights here. We'll throw on our landing lights. Engines are on continuous. That's good. We can get rid of that. That looks pretty good. Not complaining. Everything looks sweet, I think. Looking good. Okay, let's get moving. Wait a second. Is that someone coming in on my runway? Ah, I'm actually on the wrong way. 8 left, 1 right. I'm on the wrong one. Okay, let's get across here. We have to be over there. Get it right, Milo. Get it right.
Approaching 08 right.
Okay. Looking good, let's get into it. Already been hanging out for too long here, we need to get moving. Line her up.
On runway 01 right.
Okay, let's just get going.
Approaching 08 left.
Here comes something. Yeah, that's actually a bug, actually. Yeah, and yeah, I've actually heard people talk about that. Also, the auto throttle comes off as well. And rotate. And my gear lever does not take it all the way up, so
400.
okay, 400 and autopilot on. Now what I'm not going to do is do too much to my flaps till I get out of this turn. Really does not like it in the old oh, my game just crashed. Oh, seriously? Wow. Wow, just wow.